Importance of medical history. In general, a medical history includes an inquiry into the patient's current illness, past medical and surgical history, family history, social history, allergies, and medications the patient is taking or may have recently stopped taking. A complete medical history includes a more in-depth inquiry into the patient's medical issues, which includes all diseases and illnesses currently being treated, and those which have had any residual effects on the patient's health. Goals. The primary goal of obtaining a medical history from the patient is to understand the state of health of the patient. The secondary goal is to gain information to prevent potential harm to the patient during treatment. For example, avoiding medications to which the patient has an allergy, or avoiding prescribing a medication the patient has previously taken and had an adverse reaction. A patient's medical history can identify the chances of their probability of having lifestyle diseases like diabetes, heart attacks, which are the main cause of serious health conditions. Age and gender will often guide the examiner to obtain further histories. Parents of infants should be asked about complications of the pregnancy, delivery, and prematurity. Information gathered by doing a thorough medical history can have life or death consequences. Example: a patient with a history of breast cancer, on chemotherapeutic drugs with a cough, may need further attention as he is in an immunocompromised state versus a healthy patient with no chronic disease. Often, patients will not regard their chronic illnesses when asked about medical problems, especially in acute treatment settings, where the patient may not realize the relevance of the chronic disease. Benefits. An encounter with an awake patient, who is able to answer all questions, is subsequently recorded on the electronic medical record. This could prove to have vital information in the event the patient's mental status changes, or during a later encounter if the patient is unable to give their history, such as in a traumatic accident. What should be included in a medical history? While recording medical history, ask about the duration of illness, its type and current status, medications taken by the patients. Note down whether they have been hospitalized due to the illness and the complications faced by them. It may also include information about health habits, such as diet and exercise. To get more such high-yield medical content, don't forget to subscribe. BasidiaMED. The easiest and fastest way to take advanced clinical history.